we live? I think we are live. Okay. Okay. Let's just get some things on. Okay. Send that there. Where else did I put it? Oh, Eve. I think that's enough? No, it's not. Okay. I should probably put on background music, but things aren't loading right now. Why is Discord open on PC? Yeah, the reason it's not responding because I didn't want it open. My PC doesn't listen to me. Let me tell you about... Hi, Matt! Welcome! We're setting up with technical difficulties. It was perfectly fine until I started streaming. Technical difficulties already at the beginning of the Homestuck stream. I wanted to put on some background noise so it isn't completely silent, because we are going to be reading this as if we are a reader who has never read Homestuck before, which I'm assuming most of you are. We got me. Oh, that's not me. Fuck. We got me. It is surprisingly easy, but also really difficult to match the Homestuck style, so I kind of just... But I think it's cute. My little reading avatar will change occasionally. Oh, that's fair. I will start reading in a minute. I wanted to get some basic background music. It's close enough, yeah. I'm shattering my vocal cords for this, so it better be worth it. I wish YouTube would load so I could have the background noise. I don't know how many people are showing up today. Probably not many, because I'm streaming later than I usually do. Which is always a bad thing, usually. But I will be streaming for a while. I want to try to actually get this finished within the month. Or maybe we'll be reading Homestuck on my birthday instead of a proper birthday stream. Come on, YouTube. I'll take Spotify. Please. Okay, we're just gonna let that load in the background and start reading, and then have music play in the background later. A young man stands in his bedroom. It just so happens that today, the 13th of April, 2009, is this young man's birthday. Though it was 13 years ago that he was given life, it is only today that he shall be given a name. What will the name of this young man be? Enter name. Don't tell me Homestuck's gonna lag. Okay, I guess we're not getting background noise, because my PC can't handle it for some reason. Oh, there we go. The Zoo Smell Poop Lord. Try again, smartass. Try again. John Egbert. Yay! Examine room. Your name is John. As was previously mentioned, it is your birthday. A number of cakes are scattered about your room. You have a variety of interests. You have a passion for really terrible movies. You like like to program computers, but you are not very good at it. You have a fondness for paranormal lore, and you are an aspiring amateur magician. You also like to play games sometimes. What will you do? John, quickly retrieve arms from drawer. Your arms are in your magic chest, Poop Lord. Remove cake from magic chest. Out of sympathy for John's perceived lack of arms, you pick up the cake for him and place it on his bed. John, quickly retrieve arms from magic chest. You retrieve your fake arms from the chest. You use these for hilarious antics. You captchalogue them in your Siladex. You have no idea what that actually means, though. Oh, fuck, I forgot to post the fucking note to Tumblr. Whoopsie. I forgot to post that on Tumblr. Whoops. Oh, I need to turn my mic volume up? This is my usual mic volume. If I go any too high, it, peaks my mic. Sorry, my friend said that in a group chat we're in. I want to know if this is better. 'Cause my mic is currently peaking, so I gotta be very careful. Oh, fair. My issue is I tend to keep my voice down because I have things in the background that tend to get picked up if it's too high. Because, no, I can literally hear me breathe like this. Yeah, there's a reason I keep it a little lower. I hope... Okay, I'm gonna lower it to about here, because my breathing won't pick up as much, but it'll probably be a bit better. I had to lower it a bit. Sorry. I should reread that section. You retrieve your fake arms from the chest. You use these for hilarious antics. You captchalogue them in your Siladex. You have no idea what that actually means, though. There are other items in the chest. Okay, that's good, Kantaro. Thank you. We got a little baby Dave over here. Which, technically, that's a spoiler, but, like, I'm a Homestuck reader. I kind of already know that. Did you know that there are mods for the Homestuck reading? The unofficial Homestuck collection. Because I didn't until I did it, so I would have, Oh, yeah, that's fair. I tend to keep it lower because, one, I don't want to overwhelm my mic, because I used to have it at such a high volume that it would Yeah, there are mods! The ones I have are just pretty much, they give me more dialogue, so I can read, some characters' dialogue later in the story, because they have crappily translated Japanese as their, crappily translated Japanese. So, I am going to just so I can read Damara's dialogue. I removed a few words, mods for Homestuck. Yeah, pretty much, it's just quality of life. Oh, and it removes the slurs. Because I'm not reading that on stream. So. Yeah. John, examine contests of chest. Contents. It had the R slur in the early chapters. A lot. Usually it was Dave. But it specifically does it in a way that it still works with the character, just doesn't use the R slur or the term autistic in a offensive manner. Because again, 2009. Yeah. Yeah, it has. There's a reason why they have the mod. But I pretty much will be able to read Damara's dialogue later on when we get to the open bound sections. Yeah. I'll be able to read Damara's dialogue. It changes, there's one of them that I changed for my own comfort that is, like, very minor. And the other, and then one of them is just, it allows me to have a baby Dave. So it's literally nothing really intrusive. It just makes it more safe for streaming. Purposes? Okay, I should probably continue reading. John, examine contents of chest. Here you will find an array of humorous and mystical artifacts, each one a devastating weapon in the hands of a skilled magician or a cunning prankster. You are neither of these things. Among the artifacts, there are 2 fake arms, currently captchalogue in your Silodex, 1 pair of trick handcuffs, 1 stunt sword. Excuse me. 1 stunt sword, 1 magician's hat, 1 pair of Beagle Puss glasses, several smoke pellets, several blood capsules, and 1 copy of Colonel Sassacre's dawning text of magical frivolity and practical japery, and 1 copy of Harry Anderson's Wise Guy by Mike Cavney. Some of this stuff may come in handy at some point. For now, you just decide to take the smoke pellets. Bleh. John, captchalogue smoke pellets. You stow the smoke pellets on one of your captchalogue cards in your Silodex. You still aren't totally sure what that means, but you are starting to get the hang of the vernacular at least. You have 2 empty captchalogue cards remaining. John, equip fake arms. You aren't totally sure if equip is a verb contestic with the abstract behavioral medium in which you dwell, but you give it a try anyway. Unfortunately, you cannot access the fake arms. Their card is underneath the one you just used to captchalogue the smoke pellets. You will have to use the pellets first in order to access the arms, but this is probably unadvisable, since you just make your room lousy with smoke. Your Silodex fetch modus is currently dictated by the logic of a stack data structure. You never were all that great with data structures, and you find the concept puzzling and mildly irritating. But with any hope, perhaps you will advance new, with more practical fetch modi for your Silodex with a bit more experience. John, examine Problem Sleuth poster. Is it even possible to get any more hard-boiled than that? You really doubt it. This poster was your wisest purchase. Was one of your wisest purchases. There is a nice spot on the wall next to it. You've been meaning to hang another poster there soon. John, read note on drawer. This note is rich with the aroma of fatherly aftershaves and colognes. Besides the note is a wrote-up poster. Happy birthday, son. I am so proud of you. John, take poster. Another birthday artifact. You wonder what is printed on the poster. You'll need some way to hang it on your wall. Acquire hammer and nails. They will come in handily. You first placed a hammer in your Silodex, but now all your captchalogue cards are full. You wonder what will happen if you try to take the nails. You guess it doesn't hurt to try. John, take nails. You capture log 4 nails into the top card and push all the artifacts down a card. The fake arms are pushed entirely out of your deck. Oh well, they're probably completely useless anyway. But you probably don't want to do that again, unless you want to drop the smoke pellets and suffer the consequences. In any case, you now feel like you have gathered enough things to get down to business and do some really important stuff. The next thing you do will probably be exceptionally meaningful. John, squawk like an imbecile and shit on your desk. This is the dumbest idea you've had in weeks. Stupid, stupid, stupid. And yet, the polished surface of your desk, it beckons. John, combine the nails and hammer. You merge the top 2 cards. The hammer and nails are now capture log on the same card and can be used together. John, use hammer/nails on poster. You use the hammer and nails in conjunction with the card beneath it. Not Homestuck. Welcome, Chin. Welcome to the Homestuck reading stream. Chin, I already have a plan to read the entire thing. So, John, nail poster to wall. You use the hammer, nails, and poster on the blank space on the wall. It's glorious. Exactly what you wanted. The old man really came through this time. This will take several weeks. That is the point of... Oh, Kontaro, you weren't here for that either. When Chin was unable to do one of his streams, I took over as like a test stream to see if I could run it from his account. I streamed the entirety of Act 1 of Homestuck, but Chin didn't archive it, so I have to start over. Chin, become a Homestuck with me. Also, yes, this will take several weeks. That is the point. Teehee, in my bed, Holmes. John, examine Con Air poster. Put the bunny back in the box. I said, put the bunny back in the box. Why couldn't you put the bunny back in the box? I'm going to have to admit this. I think one of the few movies on the list that John actually mentions. Yeah. I have not seen most of the movies that John has mentioned. Ghostbusters is pretty much it, from what I'm aware. John, examine Deep Impact poster. What's a Homestuck? We're gonna find out! Morgan Freeman's genial homespun mannerisms were perfect qualities for a president reciting over a crisis. Oceans rise, cities fall, hope survives. Wow. Films about an impending apocalypse fascinate you. Plus, a black president? Now you've seen everything. Homestuck PTSD. Jumps. Welcome to Homestuck. No one knows what's going on. John, examine calendar. You've marked? You've marked your birthday, the 13th of April. Another day you've marked was supposed to be the arrival date for the highly touted Suburb beta launch. It has been 3 days already. It is starting to become a sore subject with you. John, eat cake. You are sick to death of cake. You have been eating it all day, and you have no intention of clogging your Silodex with it either. But cake stays put for now. You hear a notice from your computer. Someone is messaging you. I think it's Dave that's texting you. We have system. Typhus. Pesterchum. Fuck. Cake. Cake. Arrgh! You pull up to your computer. This is where you spend most of your time. You decorated your desktop with some rather handsome wallpaper, which you made yourself. You are incredibly proud. You are very proud. I'm rereading this. Go to sleep, Chin. Sorry. You are really proud of it. Your desktop is also littered with various programming project files. You are so bad at programming, you wonder why you even bother with it. Go sleep. Go eat. Sorry, I apologize. I don't know why I keep burping. Your PesterChum application is flashing. Someone is trying to get in touch with you. John, open PesterChum. I don't remember. Oh, it's Dave. I'm just gonna straight up say, I apologize for what you're gonna hear. I am not good with accents. John, open PesterChum. Only one of your chums is logged in. He sent you a message. Turntech Godhead began pestering ectobiologists, EB, at 16 in 13. Hey, what sort of insane loot did you rake in today? I got a Little Monsters poster. It's so awesome. I'm gonna watch it again today. The apple juice scene was so funny. Oh hell, that is such a coincidence. I just found an unopened container of apple juice in my closet. It is like fucking Christmas up in here. I can't do a southern accent. That's fine. I just have one question, and then a word of caution. Have you ever seen a movie called Little Monsters, starring Howie Mandel and Fred Savage? But the seal on the bottle is unbroken. Are you suggesting someone put piss in my apple juice at the factory? All I'm saying, you don't know... All I'm saying, don't you think Monster Howie Mandel has the power to do something as simple as reseal a bottle? Try using your brain, numbnuts. Why did the fat kid or whoever drink it know what piss tasted like? I mean, his reaction was nigh instantaneous. It was the 15th day in a row Howie Mandel peed in his juice. Okay, I can accept that. Monster B-list celebrity douchebags are cunning and persistent pranksters. Also, Fred Savage has a really punchable face. Who cares? Let's stop talking about it. Did you get the beta yet? No. Did you? Man, I already got 2 copies already. But I don't care. I'm not going to play it or anything. The game sounds boring. Did you see how it gets slammed in Game Bro? Game Bro is a joke and we both know it. Yeah. Why don't you go check your mail? Maybe it's there now. Alright. Maybe this will make me into a voice acting guy. No, it won't. It won't, because I can't do voices. John, look out window. You see the view of your yard from your window. Hanging from the tree is your tire swing. In a kid's yard, a tree without a tire swing is like a proper gentleman without a monocle. That is to say, he can hardly be considered a terribly proper gentleman at all. And besides, and there, beside your driveway, is your mailbox. John, examine mailbox. The little red arm swinging dealy thing, or whatever it's called, is flipped up. What the hell is that thing called anyway? You do not have time for these semantics. The red flippy liver thing means you have new mail, and that means the beta might be here. John, go outside and check mailbox. You are about to hurry downstairs when you hear a car pull into the driveway. It looks like your dad has returned from the grocery store. Oh great, he's beating you to the mail. John, forget it. Check mail later. If you go downstairs to get it, he will likely monopolize hours of your time. You decide to chill out up here for a while until the dust settles. Sometimes you feel like you are trapped in this room, stuck if you will, in a sense which possibly borders on titular. And now your chum is pestering you. The clockwork of friendship turns ceaselessly, operating the swing lever dealies of harassment in perpetuity. Whatever, the guy can hold his damn horses. John, examine games on CD rack. Yippee! You have put the countless man-hours into this assortment of quality titles. We have What Pumpkin? And It Don't Stop. Problem Sleuth. The Caper Havers. Bard's Quest. I think there's a few over here. Ghostbusters 2 MMORPG. Little Monsters. Original Konami. Harry Anderson. Call My Bluff. And I think that's it. Yep, that's it. John, read Colonel Sassacre's daunting text. You decide to consult with the Colonel's bottomless wisdom. Good grief, this thing is huge. It could kill a cat if you dropped it. But to really dig into this hefty book, you will have to capture log it. And you are not sure if you're ready to log jam your other artifacts beneath it just yet. John, capture log fake arms again. What did you just say? You don't want to clog your... Oh, Jesus. In a momentary lapse of concentration, you accidentally capture log the arms again. John, set pester jump status to bully. That's good. Sorry, just checking at something. I don't think the situation is quite dire enough to go all the way to rancorous. But you still feel the pester jump client should reflect your mood change in some way. I need to get the pester jump client somehow. Bully will have to do, you guess. This, unsurprisingly, does nothing whatsoever. Oh, right. You forgot your chum is still pestering you. John, answer chum. Is it there? Please say yes. Maybe you can play with TT. She's been pestering me all day about it. She's macking on me so hard the time I feel embarrassed for her. I mean, not that I can blame her or anything. Oh, yeah, I won't forget to hydrate. I have a huge thing of water over here. Yeah, huge thing of water, and it's still half full. She's macking on me so hard I feel embarrassed for her. Yes, it is understandable, because you are incredibly attractive. I am attracted to you. Thank you. JK, no. No, I don't have it yet. My dad has the mail, I guess. Guess I gotta go, and I guess I have to go there to get it from him and see if it's there. And I've been busy spending all my afternoon shitting around with my stupid Silodex. It's so frustrating. What's your modus? What? How do you retrieve the artifacts from it? Oh, like, one at a time, I guess? If I put too much in it, something falls out. Stack? What's yours? Hash map. My bro taught me a few tricks. He basically knows everything. It's awesome. What the hell is that? You should probably brush up on your data structures. I guess. Did you at least allocate your strife specifics? No. It could free up a card for you. Plus, it lets you attack stuff whenever things get too hot to handle. Which is never. What have you got? Well, I got some hammer, but it's trapped under some arms. Wow. You really suck at this, don't you? Just get rid of the arms and allocate the hammer to the specifics. How? I don't know, just use the arms on any old thing and see if it works. I can't do a southern accent. I'm trying. Speaking of hydration. There we go. Thank you for reminding me. John, combine fake arms with cake. He's Texan. Dave is from Texas. He's lived there his whole life, so it's kind of implied that he has a, southern accent. Oh yeah, that's fair. I'm not going to get a perfect accent for some things, because what the heck would Jade have? She lives in the middle of nowhere. I don't know how she learned how to talk. And, Rose would have a... I'm trying to think of the word. A New York accent, and I can't do that. I'm doing my best there.
You just draw out your words.
I'm doing that.
So they sound...
Yeah. I mean, she's raised. I'm thinking of Jade. So she's raised by a dog. Yeah, it is a dog that controls the universe, but also it's still a dog. It's implied it can't really speak. You stake the fake arms and your cake on the bed. This definitely makes the cake at least 300% more hilarious. You're pretty sure Colonel Sassacre would know the exact, precise index of elevated hilarity. John, allocate hammer to strife specifus. Excuse me. Oh my god, ice pick kind. I'm not going to read all the freaking types of... Oh yeah, the time shenanigans. We don't get to really talk to her until it's the past, so... She isn't 3 months behind the whole time. But, when we first meet her, it is, I believe. You check the back of your strife specifus for the kind abstratus you have in mind for it. John, select hammer kind. Your strife specifus has been allocated with the hammer kind as abstractus. Your hammer has been moved from your capsulog deck to your strife deck. John, report progress to TG. Okay, I did it. Hammer kind? Yeah. Well, okay, well that will be your permanent allocation for your specifus. I guess I should have mentioned that. Hope you like hammers, dude. I can't do it. Yeah, that's fine, I guess. Can't imagine it's gonna be all that relevant. John, capsulog Colonel's big book. Now that you've got some space in your Silodex to work with, you figure that you might as well start squandering it immediately. Ordinarily, this ridiculous book would be way too heavy to carry around in any practical matter. You guess maybe that's why this is one respect where the cards present some convenience. John, examine Game Bro magazine. Game Bro, Spurb. Why the game of the year or whatever isn't as good as some other things I like better. Ugh. Why the game of the year or whatever isn't as good as some other stuff as I like better. John, read article. I love this. You're getting the Game Bro feature. Game Bro feature, Spurb. Okay, so this bill seems like a lot. This Spurb is this game that a lot of cats seem hella pumped of, and this beta is sitting on my desk for review, and I'm like, yeah, man, I'll write something, but I don't know. So this is some about houses or some noise? That's fine. That's like fucking dynamite in a handbag for some brosifs. But all I'm saying is, when do you get to thrash anything? When you're playing house or some shit, are you ever in jeopardy of getting mud on your doll's dress or whatever from busting out, and I quote, the mad stunts from all Wiccan at what ends? You know what I'm saying, bro mama? I didn't actually play this game, but I gave it a 1.5 hat star out of 5 hats to keep it real. At this point, I'd like to give a shout out to my boy Dennis, who was over the other day. We were going all chill in front of the Dark Knight, and he was all psyched of it, y'all. So, the one time he was leaning against the screen door, and that shit popped open, and the back deck was wet, and he slipped down the steps and broke his thumb on the lawn. It wasn't a lawn fall, I guess. A thumb bone wasn't made for supporting the brunt of a huge useless tool against wet grass. We never did watch The Dark Knight on account of Ron trucking his ball and candy girth to the hospital. But it's cool. I got another watching me bro tell Wanda. Bro notes, Dennis was so wasted. I mean, damn. Rating for Spurb, 1.5 hats out of 10. Out of 5. Blech. John, capture log game bro. It might come in handy if you ever need something that burns easily. John, capture log magician's hat. You expend your final hat on the magician's hat. Final card on the magician's hat. John, get the funny glasses too. You don't have a free card in your Siledex. However, you were able to merge the Beaglepuss with the Magician's Hat to create a clever disguise. John, where disguised the fool dad? John, who is this John you speak of? You are quite certain there has never been, nor ever will be. Yeah, this is a really shitty disguise. While you were wearing the items, they remain on the card, but is temporarily removed from the deck, thus freeing the cards beneath it. John, leave room. You exit into the hallway. On one wall hangs a picture of a fella who sure knows how to have a laugh. A man after your own heart. You always thought he looked a lot like Michael Cera, but your dad swears it on the many hollowed tombs of Egypt that it is not. You're not sure how to feel about that, though. On the other wall is one of your dad's stupid clowns, or harlequins, as he is quick to correct anyone who would venture such a brazen assumption. I mean, clowns are cool. I am the only person who has that opinion, though. Clowns are cool, and so are jesters, and that looks more like a jester to me. John, go downstairs. The accursed odor of fresh baking wafts into your newfound nostrils. Something is brewing in the kitchen. It must be the connivings of your arch nemesis, Betty Crocker. And the rich, buttery aroma of her plot stinks to high heaven. This mission is going to be more difficult than you imagined. John, admire harlequins. You check out the shelves of fanciful harlequins. Look at this fucking garbage. You hate this stuff. Funny is funny, but your dad sure can be a real cornball. Sometimes, at night, you pray for burglars. I can't take it seriously. They all look so fucking cool. John, examine fireplace. A bright orange flame flickers in the fireplace. It doesn't matter that it's April and not terribly chilly outside. In a home, a fireplace needs a fire, because that's what a fireplace is for. A fire belongs in a fireplace, damn it. Catapcha, gorily, at times, without exception. As domestic myth of unaccountable origin holds, a home borrows the spirit of a flame for as long as it makes a guest of it. Much as the moon takes liberty with the sun's rays. The moon's an errant thief, in her pale fire, she snatches from the sun. Mark Twain. You're almost certain Mark Twain said that. Spoiler alert, he did not. John, toss Game Bro into fire. It doesn't burn as quickly as you hoped. Each Game Bro magazine is guaranteed to be printed on 40% recycled asbestos. Big ups for Mother Earth, yo. John, fondly regard cremation. You examine the sacred urn containing your departed Nana's ashes. When your father gives her portrait a wistful glance now and then, you can tell it brings back painful memories. A tall bookshelf, a ladder, an unabridged Colonel Sassacres. He never wants to talk about it. John, topple urn. You clumsily mishandle the sacred urn, ashes everywhere. In retrospect, upon mulling the cinematic tropes regarding ash-filled urns, this outcome with a virtual certainty. You probably better clean it up before Dad finds it. John, combine father's pipe with clever disguise. You think that it would be a good time to beef up your clever disguise. John, examine oversized gift. Champ, you could do anything if you put your mind to it. I believe in you. Contemplating what could be inside this package is sort of exciting, but it makes you a little nervous at the same time. John, open large present. Oh, hell no. Hell yes. Hell yes. John, capture log ashes. First, you prop the Harlequin doll up on the couch. Having it in the middle of the floor sprawled out all akimbo-like struck you as unseemly. You capture log the ashes to your available card. Welcome back, Matt. John, combine ashes with urn. You merge the sacred urn with the ashes. Most of the ash is back in the urn, but it's a total mess. Really, it probably would have been tighter here if you just used a broom and dustpan. Put urn back. No one will be the wiser, except maybe people with eyes. John, go get fake arms again. You just got a brilliant idea for something to do with those brilliant, pointless arms. You pry them out of the cake and capture log them. It looks like Pastor John is acting up again. John, examine third and fourth walls of room. Nice. John, check Pester Chum. Tentacle therapist. Another one of your friends, one of your chums, is messaging you. John, check message. This one's gonna require a bit of water. John, check message. I understand that you have recently come into the possession of the beta release of the Game of the Year, as featured in the respectable periodicals such as Game Bro magazine. That's an ugly rumor. And whoever told you that is a filthy liar. And you should probably stop hitting on him all the time or whatever. I cannot control myself. I have a weakness for insufferable pricks. Anyway, I haven't checked the mail. My dad has it. And I'm trying to go get it from him, so BRB. John? What? You're wearing one of your disguises now, aren't you? You're typing to me right now while wearing something ridiculous. No? Why would you even think that? That's so stupid. Okay, why don't you go get the game from your father? Alright, wish me luck. Oh, by the way, JK, I was wearing a funny disguise this whole time. Oh yeah, that's fair. I did it too when I first read it. Fun fact, the first time I read through Homestuck, I somehow didn't realize that Dirk Strider is gay. I didn't realize he was gay. He literally kisses a man. Sorry. So, and I read it about a few months after it had ended. So, I didn't have an excuse for not realizing Dirk Strider was gay. By the way, I was wearing a funny disguise this whole time. Gotcha! I know, John. John, go back downstairs. You can now execute that brilliant idea you had. There should be just enough frosting on the fake arms to serve as an adequate adhesive. John, attach arms to doll. You don't care what Colonel Sasker says. This makes it at least 1,000,000% funnier. It does, actually. John, expect burnt paper on the floor. Brobolone. No, actually. Broberlone. I can't pronounce Toblerone. Broberlone. You put this back in the fire where it belongs. John, throw present wrap in fire. As long as you're cleaning up. The amount of microplastics this kid is putting in the air. And asbestos, because Game Bro magazine. I'm going to struggle saying anything that has the word bro in it. Also, do not expect me to rap later on. I can't rap for shit. John, Capsulog doll. You can carry hefty items, but that thing is just way too big. Get real. Besides, you don't even want it. John, read Colonel Sassacre's text. Hell, the creepy crawlies. Hell's bells, we are having quite the sporting time of it. Hold fast, my intrepid fellow pranksmiths. We've merely nicked the mahogany of our japing jests. If I may direct the incisive ogle of your beaglepuss to the wriggling regencies of rubber bugs, plastic parasites, squirming serpents, pliable pests, and every such order of phyllis of creepy crawly. Land sakes alive, we are cooking with petrol now. In further exhibits, we shall dwell on artifice useful for your exploits. Is your puppy's rod real handy? What about a bit of an iron cord? It proves elusive. Bring those writhing rascals to life and set the nerves of some old maid to the wreck of Hesperus. Do you have a bothersome aunt who never seems troubled to find ways with your sunny afternoons? A broad splintery fence, a bucket of whitewash, perhaps? By gum, you'll fix her wagon. And what of the tawny gent who puts his lackadaisical lean on the sarsaparilla font? You will have of that listless rustabout out find the spring in his step just yet. Ugh. You thought about consulting the text to determine how hilarious the doll is now. But this text is just way too big to navigate in a timely fashion. You decided to forget it. Find Dad and retrieve mail. The door on the left leads to the kitchen, from which the smell of baking wafts, a powerful aroma which could lift an especially portly hobo off his feet. The door on your right leads to the study, where your dad now spends a lot of time. He could be in either room. Well, where will you go? John, go into the study. It doesn't look like he's in here right now. John, examine Father's desk. On the desk is a deck of playing cards, one of your dad's pipes, the April issue of the Serious Jester magazine, and a stray Capsulog card. There's also a can of peanuts on the desk. Haha, oh Dad, you won't be falling for that one every time soon. A severe peanut allergy is a terrible affliction to cope with. I keep forgetting John has a peanut allergy. John, upgrade costume with hat from rack. You swap the magician's hat for the bowler hat. This disguise is somewhat less funny, but a lot more distinguished looking. Your dad maintains numerous pipes around the household. A father without a pipe is like a strapping roughneck without a toothpick. That is to say, he's a rather piss-poor excuse for a rough neck if you ask me. You'd rather not take the pipe, though. The first one tastes bad enough as it is. How you suffer for your comedy. John, examine Capsulog card. Yes! 1 second. Sorry. Yes, this will be perfect for expanding the space in your Scylla. John, Capsulog card. Yeah, I had to clear my throat. Arg! Hey guys, we're at our first song minute. Which I will use for drinking, because I don't want to talk over it. Okay. So, just to explain, when we have a S page, I will usually shut up so that we can listen to it. He's very good at that. Showtime. Piano refrain. Kevin Ragamy, Malcolm Brown. Pages including sound will be preceded by the S in the command. John, play 52 pickup. Why is the Joker there? You play the prankster's favorite card game, even though you are alone in the room, thus rendering it an especially foolish version of solitaire. So stupid, look at this mess. The peanut gallery over there is sure getting a kick out of it. You are allergic to their scorn. But, for future S pages, I will usually shut up and let you pay attention to the S. John, attempt to leave the house. Goosebusters. You go back into the living room and contemplate checking your mailbox outside. You think perhaps you should exhaust all possibilities before plunging headlong into a dad encounter. Your television is currently airing a commercial. John, exit. You exit the house. John, check mail. Predictably, the mailbox is empty. You have already been scooped by your father. S. I muted myself for the beginning of the thing and I forgot. Because I forgot this is one that you can listen, that the music actually just helps. I apologize. Because again, I try to shut up for the beginning. I'm just gonna let this replay in the background. The streets are empty. Wind skims the void of keeping neighbors apart, as if grazing the hollow of a cut reed, or say, a plundered mailbox. A familiar note is produced. It's the one Desolation plays to keep its instrument in tune. It is your 13th birthday, and as with all 12 preceding it, something feels missing from your life. The game presently eluding you is the last sleight in hand of the repertoire of an unseen riddler, one to engender a sense not of mirth, but of lack. His coarse schemes are those less of a prankster than a common pickpocket. His riddle is absence itself. It is a mystery dispersing altogether, like the moon's faint reflection, even with one pebble of inquiry dropped in its black well. It is the most diabolical riddle of all. Absence diminishes 1 second, sorry. Absence diminishes little passions and increases great ones. As wind extinguishes candles from and fans of fire. Walt Whitman. Yes, you are certain. And Walt Whitman said that. 100% positive. You have a feeling it's going to be a long day. Next. Leave a surprise for the mailman. No! John. See if your father left the mail in the car. The door is locked and your dad has the car keys. You peer in through the driver's side window. You don't see any mail, but you do see a green package. There is also something underneath it that looks like a slip of paper. Could these items have come in the mail? You usually don't see anything else that's usually in the mail, like bills and coupons. Maybe your dad forgot to take the stuff inside. John, spy in the kitchen. You try to get a gander through the kitchen window, but you can't see a whole lot. It seems your dad is doing some baking. It seems your dad has been doing so much baking, the glass is steamed up. God, is he weird. But you can see what's on the table beside the window. It looks like the mail is there, including it is a red package, some bills, your dad's PDA, an envelope that seems to be suspiciously labeled with a Spurb logo. Could it be? Unfortunately, the window is locked. John, go back into the kitchen. You have no other choice. You are going in. Clever disguise, it is time to work your magic. John, enter. Harlequin. Mark Hadley. Your dad sees right through your costume. You don't even know what you were thinking with this foolish ruse. You unequip the clever disguise. Your dad wields a dreaded artifact of confection. He stands between you and the mail. There's only one way to settle this. Strife! Showtime. Original mix. John. Aggrieve. Autopastry. Abjure. God, I didn't even read that, sorry. Guardian Rubric. Cottlebrand. Sorry, I just like listening to this, but we're at the last one. John, retrieve the package and flee to your room. You cannot abscond. This pesky guardian is blocking your path. You will need to engineer some sort of distraction. And now he brandishes yet another artifact of confection. The man is ruthless. You better brace for impact in the most comedically striking fashion possible. John, equip disguise for defense. The Beagle Agus absorbs the brunt of the treat. It looks like Dad will enjoy the prankster's gambit on that exchange, as is usually the case. I didn't mute myself. Okay. You take the pie tin and unequip the Beagle Puss. Everything in your Silodex is pushed back a card. The smoke pellets are ejected from the desk. Yes, this could be the distraction if you were... Nothing happens. What a huge letdown. John, take the cake. When two great forces oppose each other, the victory will go to the one who knows how to yield. Oscar Wilde. Wise words from a man who could likely resist everything but temptation. The cake forces Colonel Sassacre's text out of your Silodex. Sassacre, you beautiful bastard! Now's your chance! John, abscond. Now that your dad is placating the smoke detector, you can safely sneak away. John, take PDA. You snag your dad's PDA. Maybe you'll switch the background image to something hilarious as a prank. Besides, it may come in handy later. Your spare Silodex card is forced out of the Silodex and consequently integrated with the deck. You now have 5 cards to work with. John, take package. You take this red package is addressed to you. Take envelope. You got the Spur Beta. John, exit kitchen. Get cake on couch. You capture load the cake from the couch, expelling the pie tin from the bottom card. John, combine the cakes to make a double-decker cake. You then merge the cakes across all 5 cards. Everything in your Silodex is smushed between the cakes. Why don't you think these things through first? Gotta get at least 2 hours in. It's only been an hour. I'm getting quite far. Someone messaged me. Oh. Oh, no. Okay, someone just messaged me. Sorry. Sorry, I had to look at something. Thank you! I wanted to make this, I wanted to make it more, Homestucky, where it would be, very compatible with the MS Paint engine, but I couldn't make it work, so I just did what I could. I'm gonna slowly change it as we get further in the comic. We're gonna get a Troll Sona, we're gonna get God tier, might get an author version of myself too. Just changing over time as we get further and further into the comic. Because this is pretty easy to make, actually. Kitty. Hi, cat. I have a cat who wants my attention. Oh yeah, I was gonna... By compatible, I mean, anti-aliasing, where, there's not little, speckles, of, like, I don't know how to explain it, woofer. Yep, there's woofers in the background. And there's a meepers in my lap.
There's a woofer and a tweeter.
Hi, Meep Meep. Hi, Meep Meep. I know you're only getting here for treats.
No, she's not. She loves you. She's not asking you for treats because you don't give her treats.
John, retreat upstairs. You pause at the juncture and head down the hall. You're going to need to do something to clean up the mess you're about to do by... Bleh. You're going to need something to clean up the mess you are about to make by dissecting this cake. To the left is the bathroom. To the right is your dad's room. It is locked, and you're forbidden from ever entering. He has secrets. John, go to the bathroom and grab a towel. They have a little... I never noticed that. They have a little clown on the floor as the bath towel. Or the floor bath thing. You enter the bathroom. You can see your backyard from the window. The jewel in its crown is a swing set, which has provided you with years of joy. There is also a spring-mounted pogo ride, which has been responsible for more than one painful injury and has provided you with years of lament. On the sink is your dad's razor. On the rack to the side is a fresh towel. John, remove PDA, envelope, and package from cake. take the razor and use it to perform surgery on the cake. You take the towel and clean off the extracted goods. John, retrieve your items. The items force the manhandled cake into the toilet. And just like that, your Silodex is full again. God, this thing is annoying. John, go to room. John, admire failure to launch poster. You're not usually into chick flicks, but Matthew McConaughey's cool charisma could salvage any heap of smoldering wreckage. This is your McConaughey wall, a casual trying to out amazing actor. The film above that is a lot better, you think. A time to kill. Can you see her? I want you to picture that little girl. Now imagine she's white. You got us, Matthew. Your smooth talking exposed our latent racism. Damn, you are good. John, check Pester Chum. Oh, we get to start with Jade. Hi. Happy birthday, John. Hello? Well, okay, I'll talk to you later. I think I took my typing style from Jade. Gardic Gnostic, cease pestering ectobiologist at 1656. Turn-tech Godhead began pestering ectobiologist at 1640. Hey, Gigi is looking for you all. Hey, Gigi is looking for you. Why are you so popular all of a sudden? Is today some sort of special occasion or something? Did you do something to curry favor with the ladies? Did you break your leg on a puppy or some shit? Dude, what are you doing? Turn-tech Godhead is now an idle chum. I discovered a comet that is going to destroy the Earth, and it was named after me. Now I am famous, and everyone wants to talk to me a lot. No, just no. Don't talk about your awful, stupid movies or make references to them. Your gross man-bro crush on that Matt McConaughey is an unsavory thing to behold. McConaughey. Sounds like a noise a dog could... dog could make. Sounds like a noise a horse would make, i.e. dumb. Equally dumb are all those pictures of that clown you've got hanging up. Those are my dad's. I was talking about Nick Cage. What? No, oh, what? No, Cage is sweet. So sweet. He's so lame. You don't even like him ironically or anything. That is for real. It just isn't it. I do things ironically sometimes. What about what I sent you for your birthday? No, those are awesome. What? No, they're stupid. Which is a joke. The ironic joke. Get it? Wait, you're actually wearing them, aren't you? I'm wearing them ironically because they're awesome. The fact that they are ironic makes them awesome, and vice versa. Are you taking notes on how to be cool? Jesus, get a frickin' pen. You realize they've touched Stiller's weird, sort of gaunt face at some point. Ew, yeah. Oh well. Speaking of which, did you get the mail? Yeah. Did there happen to be a package there? Yeah, a big red one. You should probably open it. I would, but it's trapped under Spur Beta, so I will probably open it after I install the beta. Oh man, the beta came? Yeah, wanna play? Haha, no way. Why not? It sounds so hells boring just to get TT to play it. It's all she is about. Where'd she go? Her internet is blinking in and out, I guess. Probably will be back online soon. Oh, and Christ in the sidecar. Are you still using stack modus? Seriously, dude. You need to bone up on your data structures. That shit is just ridiculous. Okay, I will. John, open browser and go to emmaspaintadventures.com. You decide to space out on the computer for a while before doing anything important. You open the Typhus web browser and direct it to what is indisputably the most amazing website ever created. You're gonna head out? Okay, see you, Kantaro. I'll probably just try to get to the end of Act 1 today. It'll be up on my thing like sometime tomorrow or the 3rd or the 2nd. The new adventure is okay, but you're not sure if you like it as much as the last one. Emma's Pain Adventures. Midnight Crew. You are the members... Okay, that's fair. Thank you. You are the members of a sinister gang called the Midnight Crew. Your nefarious plots are serpentine in their complexity. Your schemes are convoluted. You are planning a heist in your underground hideout. What will you do? John, install the Spur Beta. You decide it's time to be less meta and more beta. You insert the CD and install the Spur Beta. What the fuck is this? Spurb version 0.0.1. Skynet Systems Incorporated. All rights reserved. Spurb client is running, waiting for server to establish connection. John, bone up on data structures. You go to your closet where you keep a lot of clothes and an array of handy computer programming guides. John, there is data structures, discrete mathematics, cake, athletes, automata. John, read data structures book. Data Structures for Assholes by Buckminster Funnynuncle. Your ignorance made me throw up a little. Get a clue, you computer illiterate piece of shit. I think my rage just cracked its pants. Funny uncle. Free French modus in the back. You're not really sure you want to dig into this huge tome. It looks really boring and kind of ornery. Maybe you should just get that free modus instead. John, get a free fetch modus. You turn to the back inside cover where a free fetch modus is included in a plastic sleeve. This one is dictated by the logic of a queue data structure, operating in a first in, first out method rather than a first in, last out method of a stack. John, apply fetch modus to Silodex. Items captchalogue in your Silodex are no longer completely accessible. Immediately accessible. You can only use the item in the bottom card and must wait for the other items on the upper cards to be pushed back to it. For example, the red package is now inaccessible. You can only use the use the razor at the moment. This modus doesn't strike you as a significant upgrade from your previous run. In fact, it actually seems more inconvenient. You figure it might as well give it a chance, though. John, switch back to stack modus. You suddenly wonder if this is even possible. You don't know if you even had a physical card for the stack modus. You find all this a bit too abstract and prefer not to think about it too much. John, put down razor. Put it down? You're not quite sure you understand. John, pick up 2 items. Wish I had food. You captchalogue one of the cakes. You finally found a use for all these loitering pastries. Dead weight. John, get other cake. The second cake causes the razor to launch out the front of your Silodex. Oh, good lord. That beautiful face! You wish the razor would have failed to launch. John, get more stuff. You open the magic chest and captchalogue one of your favorite books of all time, Wise Guy by Mike Cavney. There goes the fresh towel. John, might as well grab those cuffs. You take the trick handcuffs, expelling the PDA like a bullet. Oh, god damn it. John, open that package. 2 EB from TG. You examine the package. It is from one of your internet chums. It is bound in packing tape, though. You'll need something sharp to open it. Ah, of course, the razor. It's all so simple. You wonder why you didn't... John, get razor. John, pick up package again. Let's take this from the top. John, capture all glass shards. You take 3 glass shards in quick succession and duck for cover. Your Silex rains devastation on your room from above. And now that your cards are packed with glass, you probably don't want to do that again anytime soon. And you should probably go get that stuff before you forget. John, use the razor on the red package. You open the package. There is something suspicious inside. Something suspiciously dirty and smelly. It is a stuffed bunny, much like the one held hostage briefly by the Malkovich Cyrus's The Virus, while taunting the hard luck protagonist Cameron Poe, and strikingly similar to the one scooped up from the soot of a burning Vegas strip by Cage's Poe, and offered to his daughter as a gesture symbolic of a tattered exterior surrounding a heart of gold. Poe wasn't much to look at, but God, he was a good man. But no, it is not merely like that bunny. According to this note of authenticity, it is the very same bunny. This is so awesome. Where the fuck did he get the money for that? Oh wait, never mind, I know. John, check the status of Spur Beta. It looks like your computer is trying to get your attention. Spurb version 0.001. Skynet System Incorporated. All rights reserved. Spurb client is running. A Spurb host is attempting to connect with you. Client has established connection with host. Press enter when ready. John, check pester chum window. Tentacle therapist began pestering ectobiologist. It looks like you have managed to retrieve the beta. Excellent. I'm going to try to connect. Whoa. Okay, but I just got the most awesome present. The rabbit? So sweet. I have heard tales of this wretched creature often. Its homerific legend is practically ensconced in my fold of personal mythology by now. Haha, what? Why don't we focus on the matter at hand? Okay. Oh, the game. Okay. I don't really know how it works. What am I even doing here? You are running the client application. I am running the server. So I am the host user. I have established a connection with you. This is sufficient for us to play the game. Oh, okay then. Why don't we get started? John, press enter. Spurb begins. S. Suburban jungle. Continue. Mouse over the interface buttons. Andrew Hussey. Select. Revise. Deploy. Fernalia Registry. Grist Cache. Or Cache. Grist Cache. Explore Anathenium. Alchemy Exorcerus. TT, select magic chest. TT. Oh, there's stack. TT, zoom out. Drop chest. Oh, wait. I didn't realize. TT, drop chest. Whoa, what are you doing? Sorry, I'm just trying to get a feel of the controls. Is my magic chest on the roof now? Yes. I will try to be more careful next time. John, get the card. You find your missing stack fetch modus and quickly reapply it to your Siladex. You don't opt for either the stack or Q modus at any time. You toggle between your fetch modi with gleeful abandon. It looks like your dad is leaving again for more baking supplies. You're relieved to have the house to yourself again, even if only for a few minutes. You just hope he doesn't notice the magic chest on the roof, or all the shit you threw out the window for that matter. TT, select stuff in the yard and move it back to the room. Hey, do you think you could do me a favor? Can you grab all the stuff outside of my broken window and bring it in for me? I'll give it a shot. Thanks. No luck. It appears to be out of range. I am guessing it is too far from you, the player. TT, select John. You cannot select a player. John abjures the meddlesome cursor. TT, select Bunny. TT, put the bunny back in the box. Yay! TT, revise room. Oh wait, I should just go back because pretty much just expands the room. TT, open Fernalia registry. Trickstreeter, totem lathe, alchemitter. TT, deploy totem lathe. John, examine totem lathe. You don't know what the heck this thing does, but it sure looks neat. Yeah, it is actually pretty neat. TT, open grist cache. It seems that expanding the dimensions of a room cost us some build grist, but deploying the lathe did not appear to incur any expense. It looks like certain objects are freebies, probably to help you set up the game. Wow, okay. What do they do? I think it's up to you to find out. All I can do is drop stuff in your house and move it around, apparently. How do I move stuff around? It sounds fun. I don't think you can as the client. You will have to install the server application. You should have received both in separate envelopes. I am running both on my computer right now. What? Did you get another envelope in the mail? No. Once you install the server and establish this connection, I'm sure I will be able to manipulate my environment in the same manner. Are you sure you didn't get it? Oh man, I think I might know where it is. Now that your room is bigger, why don't you move to the far corner? It'll extend the range of the cursor and I can reach out the items, which you threw out the window for some reason? Good idea. What have you been doing in here all day, afternoon after way? Ugh, I was fighting with my stupid Siladex, but I think I have it under control now. What modus do you use? I like to use trees. Oh no, that sounds so awkward. It's not exceptionally practical, but I think they are elegant. John, stand in corner. Yay! TT, deploy Trickstreeter. TT, deploy Alchemitter. Why is the floor shaking? Are you dropping more stuff in my house? Yes, 2 large gizmos. Sweet. What is with all these big contraptions? If I had to guess, they appear to facilitate a sort of system involving punch card alchemy. Huh. To what end? what are we supposed to be doing in this game? That remains to be seen. Maybe you should go investigate. John, get PDA. The following matters have been submitted for frank and forthright manner of Pipe Fam 413's judicious appraisal. Need counsel on removing coffee from necktie. Incident occurred 45 seconds ago. Beverage essences rapidly sending into fabric. Please a lab on incident. Was posturing unevenly reaching for hat on wall hook. Tip of tie slipped in the mouth of open pot. Duration of dunk approximately 3 seconds. Photographic documentation of the incident. Use ballpoint pen to roll up the tip of the cloth. Extract pen. Press rolled cloth against ceramic surface, i.e. restroom sink. In future, consider repositioning hat hook and coffee pot. Decided to return home for fresh tie. Soiled tie will be laundered immediately upon return. Serious business. You grab the PDA, switching back to the stack modus so it is readily accessible. The interface is oddly sterile. No hilarious clown wallpapers or anything like that. Oh, oops, you mean Harlequin wallpapers. The serious business application is open. It seems your dad uses it to keep tabs on his various acquaintances. His fellow street performers, perhaps, maybe. You guess the performing arts might be pretty serious business after all. John, install Pester Chum. This should be useful. Now you can keep tabs on your chums while you wander around the house. John, go out to balcony. Hey, I'm out on the balcony now. I'm messaging you on my dad's PDA. The one you threw out into the yard. No, I am telling you, it jumped out of my Silodex like a frightened weasel. What were you doing with it in the first place? I am not sensing a lot of regard for the personal property of others. Is this how your pent-up frustration with your father manifests itself? What? No. Those were all accidents. Please take your psychobabblery somewhere else, miss. Your bathroom is a mess. Did you do this? Did you do that too? Oh man, this isn't cool. All this snooping nonsense. There's a cake in the toilet. Yes, there is. I'm tempted to clean it up for you. If that will satisfy your weird OCD complex, and so go ahead. My obsessive-compulsive disorder complex. Can a disorder also be a complex? In your case, probably. Sounds complicated. Anyway, I'm going to have a look around this enormous platformy thingy you put out on the balcony. John, examine alchemeter in a cautious manner. You have no idea what you can do with this thing. You can't find any controls with it. Having exhausted all other possibilities, you decide to just stand on it. This isn't very cautious of you, actually. John, look through the telescope. It is a clear, sunny day. Nothing out of the ordinary to report. At least, not beyond the walls of your own home. TT, grab the soiled toilet. Whoops. Oh, whoops. Whoops what? What was that noise? Is it something I should go investigate? No, I have it completely under control. You can keep playing with your telescope. John, investigate. Ugh! I can patch it up a little. Just give me a little space. Why don't you have a look at the crux shooter? The what? The thing I put in your living room. John, hop down the hole. You jump down into the utility room. John, get sledgehammer and card. You take the sledgehammer and the capture log card. Combine the two and quickly apply it to your strike specifics. You think it's cool that things don't always have to be a federal fucking issue. It looks like another one of your chums is pestering you on your PDA. John, answer chum. Oh, it's Jade. Yippee. Just wipe cleaning my hands real quick. Bum bum. Ba-da-da-da. I'm hungry. I still have 30 minutes, at least. John, did you get my package? Oh, hey. No, not yet. Darn, are you sure? It was in a green box. Oh, yes, it's in my dad's car, and he's still at the store. He should be back soon. Great! So, what are you up to today? I am up to my neck in the spurb stuff. TT is making a royal mess of my house. Lol, what's spurb? Oh, it's this game. It's okay, I guess. I'm still figuring it out. Whoa, what was that? Whoa, what was what? There was a loud noise outside my house. It sounded like an explosion. Wow, really? I will go outside and look. Oh man, but be careful, alright? I will. Guard agnostic ceased pestering ectobiologist at 1728. John, might as well check out the Cruxtruder. Oh hell no, you put this thing in front of the door. There's a door there. Yeah. I didn't see it. I just thought it would fit nicely into that groove. Okay, you thought it was elegant? Well, what do I do with this thing? Hello? What are you doing up there now? Oh, fuck. John, examine wheel on the Cruxtruder. When you turn the wheel, something seems to be pushing up from underneath the lid, but you aren't strong enough to make the lid come off. TT, put bathtub in driveway. On the tub's journey to the driveway, the connection is interrupted. Connection lost. John, scold TT. You can see me, right? Tell me what's wrong with this picture. Sorry, I keep losing the wireless signal. Must be the weather. I would look for a stronger signal in another part of the house, but I'd rather not risk an encounter with my mother. I battled through her cloud of gin derision once already this evening. Yeah, I hear it. Yes, cake, gestures, unfaltering love and support. Quite a row to hoe there. Though I suppose I'm complicit in not informing social services about your situation. I know. What's going on outside? Maybe you could catch a neighbor signal. That presents the same problem. Also, it's raining, remember? And dark. Yes, it's dark already? Yes, the sun has already had its way with us here on the East Coast. Its lurid gaze has moved to a younger time zones. Okay? John, hit the Cruxtruder with the sledgehammer. Need some help? TT, pick up sledgehammer. Bam! Oh wow, that needs a warning. Let me just... $4:13. What is this thing? And that clock is counting down too? What is that clock counting down to? I've been looking at the game FAQ walkthroughs to figure out some of this stuff out. Hold on while I read further. Okay. All of these walkthroughs are extremely short. None progress much further than this point. Weird. Well, I guess it's a new game. True. Now that the lid is off, you will need to extrude some cruxite. John, turn the wheel again. You extrude 1 cruxite dowel. John, get cruxite. I feel like we should be hurrying. That countdown is making me nervous. John? Oh, your PDA is trapped under the cruxite now, isn't it? Anyways, it looks like you're going to need this card too. TT, deploy pre-punch card. John, get card. The shards of glass is expelled from the deck and maims the Harlequin doll. John, capsulog fanciful Harlequins. You take 2 fanciful Harlequins. The additional useless freight pushes your PDA to the last card and then switches the queue modus so that you can access the PDA. More glass shrapnel flies from the deck. This thing keeps following you around. I think it's trying to talk to me or something. That is probably the kernel sprite. Apparently it needs to be prototyped. Twice, actually. Whatever the hell that means. These walkthroughs are horrendously written. Okay. Well, you're just the one with the cursor, so do whatever you think is the right thing to do. Also, fix my bathroom. TT, drop maimed Harlequin into kernel sprite. Brum! Harlequin, Mark Hadley. Third Elise. I can't understand this thing's gobbledygook. That was their only tier 1 prototyping. There's still another tier of prototyping process, for which all we know merely advances this entity through increasingly esoteric states of linguistics. The clock is ticking. We don't have time for this asinine tomfoolery. This unmitigated poppycock? Extravagant hogwash. Okay, stop. Stop typing whatever silly thing you're typing. I'm going upstairs to the big platformy thing. The alchemitter? Huh? Try to learn the lingo. Welcome back, Matt. I've been trying to go past these images quickly because I forget how much flashing lights there are to early Homestuck. There's no slot for a card anywhere found on the alchemitter. The kernel sprite followed you upstairs. TT, explore Athenaeum. Acquiring a cruxite dowel seems to have populated the Athenaeum with 1 item, a perfectly generic object. John, capsulog telescope. You snatch the telescope from its tripod. Who knows, it might be useful. But more importantly, it pushes the cruxite to the last card, making it available for tinkering. The PDA is predictably jettisoned over into the yard over the neighbor's fence. John, put the weird cruxite on the weird pattern on the alchemitter. You place the cruxite dowel on the alchemitter's small pedestal. Something is happening.
I can't stand when I download an app because it looks like a play. Only to find out I have to pay to win or get bombarded with ads. Matching stories is not one of those games. This is a brand new puzzle game.
You set the alchemitter to cast 3 perfectly generic objects for some reason, expending a total of 6 units of build grist. These things look totally worthless. What a waste. Out of the corner of your eye, you notice something in the sky. Switch modus and look, and use telescope to inspect the sky. You switch back the stack modus and get a closer look with your telescope. Whatever it is, the kernel sprite seems particularly agitated about it. Hey, it's a shooting star. Oh. Huh, that's not good. Also, no, that did not take 1 minute. That doesn't seem good. You're no astronomer, but its trajectory looks suspiciously head-on with your current perspective. This is a troubling development. John, high five Colonel Sprite. You figured you let him hanging long enough. John, attempt to ingest a unit of build grist. It is tempting, because I strongly resemble rocking blue gushers. However, units of build grist are a gaming abstraction and do not seem to exist on the physical plane. There's apparently no crisis so imminent that it will turn you from contemplating idiotic and frivolous actions. John, your dad is getting home. John, what did you do with your PDA this time? I'm working on the bathrooms, but we are running low on build grist. TT, revise bathroom. Huh? John. John, run to your room and contact TT through Pester Chum. 2 chums have been trying to message you. John, answer chums. I'm working on the bathroom, but we're running low on build grist. Ooh, man, who cares about the bathroom? There's a meteor heading for my house. I see. Do you suppose it has anything to do with the game? I don't know. Maybe. What do I do? I think it's very likely. The walkthroughs vaguely suggest an impending threat before the end. The already poorly constructed sentences become even more curt and ambiguous, as if written hastily with a sense of alarm. Actually, their dedication to upgrading the walkthrough under such circumstances is admirable. Wow, fascinating. Huh? If the meteor is a game construct, I think the only thing we need to proceed is to try to solve the dilemma on the game's terms. Try using the lathe. It says that you could use the card on it, but it isn't more specific than that. Okay, I'll do that. Really, it is a labor to read this drivel. If I read any more, my brain will need to be spoon-fed from a jar. Well, it blows spit bubbles in a high chair. I think I will write my own walkthrough. That is, after we make sure you don't die. Ted Godhead began pestering ectobiologists at 1734. I heard that you got the box. I hope you appreciate my heroic fatherly perseverance in getting that to you. In my rough and tumble, dirty, wife-beatery sort of way. Also, I hope you appreciate how many no-talent douches had their little mitts on that bunny before you. It's like a grubby baton in some douchebag marathon. Hey, where are you?
What time's Rachel coming home? Between 4:30.
Apologies about that. Having this hire has things get picked up a lot easier. It's like a grubby baton in some douchebag marathon. Hey, where are you? Oh wait, the buddy was awesome, but I don't have time to talk. I think I'm playing Spurb, and it's kind of a nightmare. TT is breaking everything in my house. Dude, I told you to steer clear of that game. And for that matter, you should probably wash your hands of Friday Broads and their snarky horse shit altogether. And now there's a meteor coming, and I'm not even joking about that. It's like a big asteroid or comet or something in the sky heading right for my house. Oh man, how big is it? I don't know, big, I guess. I gotta go. We'll talk later if I'm still alive and the Earth isn't blown up. Is it like the size of Texas or just like Rhode Island? They're always throwing these geographical comparisons to give us a sense of scale, like it really means anything to us. But like, it doesn't matter it doesn't matter. It's always just like, wow, that's pretty fucking big. Like, Mr. President, there's a meteor coming, sir. Yeah, oh yeah? How big is it? It's the size of Texas, sir. Oh shit. Or, How big is it? It's the size of New York City, sir. Oh, shit. Sir, I'm afraid the comet is the size of your mom's dick. Oh, snap. Sir, are you familiar with the planet Jupiter? You mean like the planet? Yeah. Well, it's pretty that big, sir. Well, that sounds pretty big. I have a question. Is it Jupiter? Yes, sir. The Earth is literally under siege by planet fucking Jupiter. Oh, shit. Anyway, later. I can't take Dave seriously. He is so funny. I can't take him seriously. Sorry. I had to pause for a second because man killed my throat. Planet fucking Jupiter. Hey, we've almost gone for an hour. John, use pre-punch card on totem lathe. You slip the pre-punch card into a slot on the totem lathe. Above the two-arm deploys a configuration of chisels. Now you just need something to lathe. Take Crooksite to totem lathe. Cursing your lack of foresight, you return to the balcony for the Crooksite dowel you left on the pedestal. You navigate the hallway leery of your dad, who is presently puzzling over the new fixture in his hallway. The perfect crime. You receive the Crooksite dowel. Dad just shrugs his head and heads back downstairs, presumably to do more baking. How would you shrug that off? If only he knew you were hard at work saving his ass. John, use Crooksite dowel on totem lathe. You clamp the Crooksite onto the lathe. John, activate lathe. The lathe carves one totem. You take the totem. Alright, I used the lathe to make this blue shapey thing. Now I guess I take it back to the Alchemixer again? Hello? Technical therapist is no longer connected. Drop. Two minutes. Fuck. This did not all happen in 1 minute. This all did not happen. And the timing is very wonky. A young lady stands in her bedroom. Due to a violent storm, her house has just lost power, along with her wireless internet connection. This has severed her link with the popular video game she was playing with a young man at a critical moment. That young man is relying on this young lady to reestablish connection. This young lady named... It's the tip of your tongue. What is the name of this young lady again? Enter name. Lady Broad. No, that wasn't it. One more time. Rose Lalonde. Yep. Examine room. Your name... Your name is Rose. As was previously mentioned, you are without electricity, though your laptop computer still functions on battery power. You have a variety of interests. You have a passion for rather obscure literature. You enjoy creative writing and are somewhat secretive about it. You have a strange fondness for the beastly, strange, and fictitious, and sometimes dabble in psychoanalysis. But you also like to knit, and your room is a bit of a mess. Bleh. And on occasion, if you play just one, and if one strikes your fancy, you like to play video games with your friends. What will you do? Rose, retrieve raw arms from purple box. The purple package contents are private. No one is allowed to look inside. Rose, writhe like a flag golem and puke on your bed. What a terrible idea. The thought alone makes you sick to your stomach. Rose, stroke writing journal and mutter, my precious. You would only resort to such embarrassing activity while no one was watching. These journals are your eyes only. Rose, get violin. You capture-log the violin, storing the root card in the root card of your Silodex. Rose, play a haunting refrain on the violin. You waste approximately 40 seconds playing the violin while your friend is in peril. Nice time management skills there, sweetheart. John, tell Liv Tyler you love her before impact. Since your good-for-nothing friend is obviously not going to bail you out this time, you issue words of parting fondness to dear sweet Liv. Oh, if only Affleck could have been there to make the final sacrifice instead of her stubborn, blue-collared salt-of-the-earth father, then she would fall into your arms for consolation, and you would be the one to make the deceased Bruce Willis proud. John, capture-log knitting bag supply. Or knitting supply bag. You get the knitting bag. It occupies the left leaf card under violin, as per the tree's motive's alphabetical sorting method. K is less than V. Rose, look out the window. Your panoramic window offers a view of your yard below. The mausoleum holding your dead cat, Jespers, who died when you were young. Your mom had the structure erected with a spirit of scornful irony in response to your youthfully innocent request to hold a funeral for the animal. At least, that's how you've come to interpret the gesture in retrospect. You can also make the silhouette of a laboratory, a facility which likely broadcasts a strong wireless internet signal. You might be able to connect to the signal from a different part of the house, perhaps if you seek higher ground. Rose, get laptop. You take your laptop and prepare to make the journey through the house. L is greater than V, L is less than K. Or L is less than V, L is greater than K. This causes the tree to be unbalanced, so your Silodex auto-balances itself. Well, now, the laptop occupies the root card, while leaving the two other items comprise the leaves. Rose examines the book on the desk. Grimoire for summoning the zoologically dubious. This book is absolutely indispensable for enthusiasts of your ilk, one of which there are very few. Rose, take book. You take the grimoire. L is less than K. G is less than L. G is less than K. Go explore the house. You leave your room. before I continue, the fun fact about those wizard pictures in Rose's house, Hussey gave himself such an awful virus from getting these awesome wizard pictures. It was an... It's really funny in hindsight. Okay. You leave your bedroom. Hanging just next to your door in the hallway is a painting of an exquisite wizard. Your mother collects these awful things ironically. She must know how much you detest them. There's no doubt in your mind she stores these dreadful things in the house to bother you. Down the hall to the right is the way to the observatory. Perhaps you will be able to connect from there. Your mother's room is also in your direction. You will have to watch your step. Rose tiptoed to the observatory.
Come on, stop.
You approach a juncture in the hallway. Beyond the juncture is the observatory. Rose, sneak by. Continue. The door leads up to the observatory. You haven't ventured up there in quite some time. Rose, go through door. The door opens to an exterior walkway leading to the observatory entrance. You've seen less inclement weather before. Oh, the things you'll do to help out a friend. Try and connect. You first put your laptop down on the floor to get it situated. But removing the root card causes all the branches and leaves to be severed. Your items are dumped unceremoniously on the floor. Rose, see what you can observe. You're in a hurry, sure, but doesn't mean you can't take a moment to peek through the huge telescope. You find a gap in the clouds. It seems to be a flurry of smaller meteoroids striking steadily overhead. You're not sure what it means, but it is somewhat disconcerting. You came here for Rose! Welcome back! Rose, stack laptop on grimoire to maximize elevation. You'll need every advantage you can get. The grimoire. I love Rose. She wasn't my favorite when I first read, but I do have a very much an appreciation for her now. To be fair, I have a lot of appreciation for the Homestuck girls. Even the Vriska. I'm not a Vriska fan, to be fair, but that's because I was a huge fan of Tavros when I first read. Rose, access laboratory Wi-Fi network. There are several signals being broadcasted from the laboratory, each of relatively decent strength. One of them is mysteriously and quite conveniently unsecured, requiring no password. Get a VPN, girl. You select the signal and reconnect the game with John. Ah, I'm back. Hurry up and open my door. Not that it even matters. I'm probably dead no matter what. Patience. You still haven't used the new totem. I believe it will create the item on the punch card. Apologies.
Thought you might know who they're barking at.
I'm sure they're not liking Grumpy having family over for free.
So, what? What is it, like an apple or something? What good would it even do? We'll see. I found no evidence that anyone has successfully created the item, and the content of the card appears to be variable from session to session. One instance said it was described as an eggy-looking thing. Do we even have enough of those building jewels to make it? According to the Athenaeum, it is a free item. This speaks to its importance, in my view. Now off you go. Rose, remove door from hinges. There goes the rest of your build grist. Rose, put bathtub back. You probably should have just done this in the first place. John, take totem to alchemitter. Gotta get those stupid blocks out of the way first. The Colonel Sprite is getting awfully worked up about this. Rose, remove blocks. You store the perfectly generic objects in your Finalia registry, potentially to be deployed at a later time. Boom. John, John, take a bite of the apple. Suburban Countdown. May John rest in peace. That was Homestuck. I'm kidding. End of Act 1. I think that is probably the best way for me to start the end for today. I don't know if this counts as Act 2. I don't remember. However, I think this is the best for me to end for today because I'm getting distracted quite easily. Thank you guys for being here. The VOD will be up on my VOD channel very soon. And I'll send the VOD to anyone who wants to catch what they missed. Oh, wait, yeah, there's an intermission for Act 1. We can cover that, actually. I can cover this quick intermission between Act 1 and 2. Years in the future, but not many. A wayward vagabond. A wayward vagabond records a stuttering step in the sun-bleached dust. We're just covering this real quick. It's not that long. Act 2. And now we're done. The intermission is like a page. We will start from Act 2 tomorrow. Date completed March 31st, 2024. Thank you guys for being here with me. This will be up on my VOD channel. This is just me quickly. Thank you for being here. I don't think anyone else is playing a Homestuck game. Or reading Homestuck on, yet. Yes, I'm going to do Act 2 on April Fools. I don't really do April Fool's jokes myself, so I'm giving you guys a gift. Also, it's fitting considering how much of an April Fool John is. Thank you guys for being here. I should probably just wrap up. With all the jokes, should have done Act 1 then. Yeah, I probably should have, but I wanted to start a day early because of John's birthday. I want to celebrate 4/13 by taking a break and just having a Homestuck theme stream instead of just a Homestuck stream. Yeah, I'm gonna start going now. Thank you guys for being here. I've been here for 2 hours reading, so I'm just gonna be reading Homestuck, and considering there's, let me count, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 19 acts still in this. I'm going to probably end streams when I finish an act, or I get so exhausted with speaking that my throat's hurting. And since I finished an act, we're going to take a break. We'll see you tomorrow. Thank you guys for being here. I should probably just end stream.
Tell 'em Happy Easter.
Happy Easter, everyone. I'll see you tomorrow on April Fools.